Hello and welcome to another middle of the day update. Quick intraday update about Bitcoin to see, what's happening at the moment on the shorter time frame. Not much, to be honest. It's a quiet day, but it feels as if we should start to see a little bit of movement soon as we're heading, well, not yet towards the weekly candle close, but yeah, we're getting closer, obviously. And typically around, maybe not quite yet, but in a few hours, normally the end of the week volatility starts. And we might see finally a little bit more action, and possibly this C wave could be followed through to the upside that we talked about in the previous video. Quick reminder, what pattern are we looking at here? We're first of all looking primarily at a wave 4 correction. So the assumption is that we are in a wave 4. This wave 4 consists of an A, B, C structure. The idea is that we're now moving in a B wave, and within the B wave we also have an A, B, C structure. And the C wave is likely unfolding right now. Okay, so that is my assumption. That is my preferred interpretation of this chart. Bear in mind that interpreting corrective structures means that we often have to adjust and so on. But I think so far, it's worked actually out quite nicely for the yellow count here. Okay, I think this initial move up reached the area that it needed to reach. Then the pullback held support. Yeah, the 78.6 fib level was respected there at $62,318. And yeah, we could now be in the C wave. It's just that extremely weak. Okay, so it's not yet giving me a strong confirmation that indeed this C wave to the upside is unfolding. Is that important, that C wave? Not really for Bitcoin. I would prefer it because it would be more bullish. But Bitcoin doesn't need it. But it would be preferred. And if it follows through, then it should reach still, and that's unchanged from previous videos. Bitcoin should, in this C wave to the upside, which is just the last wave of the larger B wave, Bitcoin should reach the area between the 69,920 level and 75,107, with additional levels to watch at 71,857 and 73,066. It's just a common target area for such a C wave. And yeah, I'd be watching it, and this C wave to the upside would be a 5-wave move, and we are likely, if this is what's happening, then we should ideally be in the third wave. Now, to confirm that further, I need to see a break above yesterday's high. This is the wave 1 high, formed at $66,010, and then a break above this B wave high at 66,000, what is that, 650. Okay, these levels need to break next. They are micro resistance levels. Bitcoin already broke above the descending trend line. That's somewhat promising, but volume is always low on the weekend, or it tends to be low. Therefore, we don't really see much upside price action or momentum. But yeah, broke above the trend line, see, and then Bitcoin came down to retest it. And I don't want to say it's taking off, because it's not taking off really, but it's holding, it maintains its position above that trend line, which is good, instead of breaking down immediately. So that retest at least did hold, and the bulls are strong enough to maintain their position, but we haven't formed higher highs yet. So that's still needed. I would very much prefer that. Then we get a larger B, and then the C wave down should send us deeper again into the orange support zone, possibly even targeting 55.4K. At least that is the standard target, most common target, you could say, ideal target for a fourth wave. Okay, so if Bitcoin breaks down directly and breaks below the Friday low at 62,318, it wouldn't be a problem. We could still target 55,400. I would rather get a little bit more concerned for some altcoins, well, including Ethereum, which some people call an altcoin, some people not, but yeah, for me, it's it doesn't matter. It's just Ethereum. So for the Ether chart, that healthy B wave is likely, and I don't think Ether is going to do it on its own. So it probably needs Bitcoin support to do that. And if I mentioned in the previous Ethereum video what's likely going to happen if we don't get that high B wave. There might be similar implications for certain altcoins, but to be honest, most altcoins do have still space in their support areas. But Ether would probably struggle a bit and would then break support, and that would indicate not any bearishness, but I talked about that in the previous video anyway. For Bitcoin, it wouldn't be a problem. Bitcoin is just dancing on that 23.6 Fibonacci level. People getting bored. That's fine. That's normal in a correction. even though I always say that in a correction, it's not the time to switch off. It's actually the time to pay attention because we want to prepare for the next move. I mean, when everything's moving, people get FOMO and are very much excited. But when prices are coming down, you get a discount, people get bored. It's quite crazy, actually. It's like the opposite how you want to normally go shopping in a supermarket, right? Just imagine prices going up. Yeah, give me that stuff. It's quite funny how that works actually in financial markets. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.